So I almost quit cooking. And it had nothing to do with the food. None at all. I legit almost quit. Almost gave it up.
I mean, you know the rules of the game.
What a handful, kinfolk. This shit neighborhood player partner. Taste the Goldie. King Apollo. ESM Fat Boy. Apollo Goldie, if you shall. And I'm back with another video today, man. And I'm telling y'all why I almost quit cooking. I almost gave it up, man. I almost decided, hey, I'm through. I'm gonna find me something else to do. See, what a lot of people see is the finished plates, the videos, the recipes, and the success of everything. What people don't see is the long nights, the recipes that fail, the lack of support. That's the major thing, the lack of support. Whether it be from family, community, and it have you questioning is what am I doing? Is it even worth continuing to do? But it have you questioning, man. It had really thinking like, man, is this something I really want to continue to do with my life? Am I wasting my time? Is this my purpose? And what I got to the point of is God testing you. God gonna test you to see if what you say you really want, you want it. The main thing that I enjoy doing, I don't do a lot of it because I don't get booked as much. And that's another thing that can become um, deterring. It can basically, deter you from wanting to continue to do it. And that's, getting events booked, getting caterings done. The last one I actually did was 2022. I cooked for a lady. I cooked for her daughter's birthday for like 10, it was like 10 to 12 people. And I had fun doing it. Everybody enjoyed the food. It was a vibe. Everybody had a great time. That was the last one I did. That's before I really started telling people about myself at my job. Like, when I got to my new job, and y'all probably heard me say it before, I got quiet and I got lax on promoting my business. I got real lax. And a couple people pushed me to get back into it. That's my brother Ace Will. A couple of other homies at work was like, hey bro, you should promote yourself out here. Like, you should do it. And I already had business cards. I had business cards for years. But the main thing that forced me to do it was a breakup. After my breakup with my last relationship, it forced me to do it because I said I can't just sit here and not do nothing and be productive. So I created menus. I created my recipe book, which is out now on Amazon, Barnes & Noble. Anywhere you can get a book, it's on there. And the title of the book, if you didn't know, is Cooking with Kang. You type it in on Amazon, it'll be the first book that pop up. I got a paperback, hardback, and audiobook. But anyway, it forced me to get back to actually doing something productive with myself because cooking is something I love doing. Coming up with new recipes, just creating new things. The main thing for me is allowing people to try my food. So what I did was, like I said, I created new menus, took them to work, handed them out, got no business cards, put my menus on the business card and a QR code so people could, because some people aren't technology advanced. which is gonna be a lot of older people. But I was like, all right, well, let me try to condense it. But I think I'm gonna have to go back to that. But anyway, that's what got me to actually promote myself more. People was like, yo, this food is good. Like I've gained notoriety in there for being the chef. Literally, they call me chef in there. They don't call me by my name. They call me chef at work. But I had, a couple people talking about booking me, and it's just literally you're talking. Because until the money in my hand, we just talking. Till I got a deposit for something, we just talking. So I had, event thing. I thought the event was gonna come through, and it didn't. Everybody always give me excuses of why this, and this, And when I had to learn to stop doing, because I used to lowball myself. Really, I used to lowball myself. I didn't really know my worth and show my worth when it came to that, because I would always start low, and it's like, no. Like my cousin, shout out to my cousin Shonda and Terrell, they told me, hey, don't charge less than this right here. This is where you start at. Ever since then, I'm like, all right, cool. But then there's other people that's like, nah, you shouldn't, go that high. But it's like, also, bro, look at the times we living in. Groceries is high, sky high. So people want you to come cook for them for cheap. They want your time, your experience. They want some luxury. But they want to pay cheap prices for it. And I had to realize, like, no, it don't work like that. That's just like, another thing that recently it deterred me, because I realized it was a test. It was a test from God. Within the past 2 months, I've gotten 3 people hit me up about doing an event. One guy hit me up about the event, which I didn't appreciate. It was the week before. He was the only person that was talking cash. He was like, "Hey, bro, I'm willing to. This is what I'm starting at." It was a high number. He said, "This is what I'm willing to start at, but I'm willing to work whatever your budget. This is my budget, but I'm willing to work with you." And it was stuff that I had never done before, so I had to pass up on it. Not mainly because of that, but because it was like literally the next week, and I work. Like, being a chef isn't what I do full time right now. Like, I have another job because money got to be made. Money got to be made. My goal is to make it a full-time thing. It's the goal. And it's going to get there, trust me. I'm about to start selling plates, doing pop-ups. But yeah, that was one event. Then, sorry, y'all, something popped up. But anyway, I had someone else hit me up that same day, and I accepted that one. And that one still ain't, really set in motion till money is in hand. Alright? So then I had another person hit me up. Gave them, the prices, ran down everything. The thing that really kind of made me suspicious of it, or feel like it was a scam, because they was texting me from an email. They wanted me to pick everything. They didn't really know what they was doing. And I had to buy everything. But the kicker was, after that, what they did was, I sent them the invoice. This is how much it's gonna be. This is the invoice. And they agreed to the price and everything. Then they asked me, "Hey, yo, can you I got a favor to ask you. My what they say? My decorator don't have a credit card to pay for to get the event, and I need them to get it." I said, "Y'all must think I'm stupid." I said, "Nah, I can't do that." I said, "I'm only responsible for the food. Everything else, that's your problem. That's their problem. I'm responsible for the food." So that was another one. Then I had another. This was actually a real person. The next person that hit me up, they found me on social media, hit me up, and We talked on the phone. We chopped it up, and I felt like I gave them a good, decent price, but they wanted to go cheaper, cause submitted me with everything, and then they hit me up a couple days after and was like, "Hey, we were looking at other quotes. Uh, we're gonna go with this when it's cheaper. We hope to do future collabs with you." And that right there, like I said, that becomes the part where you're like, man, do I really want to do this? Because people really won't. Because here's the thing: people don't value you unless you're popular. Unless you're popular. If they see you doing a whole bunch of events, they see you, here. That's when they be like, all right, cool, I'll pay you the price. But here's the thing with me: you get good food, good service. You get I call it the golden experience, because you get a taste of Goldie. You get the experience of me being in your kitchen, or me bringing the food to you. So, bro, I don't sleep with myself. They end up going with the cheaper person, and that's cool. Shout out to my boy. Shout out to my brother. That's more than just my boy. That's my brother. My brother Mario. He said, bro, stick to your price. He said, because if you switch on your price, they're gonna want to, you to go cheaper. He said, stick to your price. And I did. I said, that becomes disheartening, though, because people will always want the cheaper thing. But because you go cheaper, don't mean you're going to get the better product and better service. But that's people. And I'm also realizing, I hadn't found my people when it comes to that. So, yeah. That's why I've been contemplating. At one point, I was contemplating on quitting cooking altogether and just finding me something else to do. But I can't, because it's in my blood, and I've done entirely too much, man. Like, right now, I've been baking cakes and taking them to work. People that fell in love with them. People put orders in. Like, I'm blessed. Because people, and another thing, people would just be like, hey, I want to order this on this day. Just randomly hit me up like, bro, I want to order such. I get it to them. They love the food. Word gets spread. So the goal is to now get to the point of doing more sales outside of work than at work. Because I want a culmination of people to be, shopping with Taste of Goldie. That's the goal. But yeah, man, I realized it was a test. All that, what I just told y'all, was a test. Because see, God gonna test you when things not going right. He gonna see if you still really want to do it, you believe in him, you got faith. And I really realized that. The devil gonna test you. He gonna give you what you think you want when you're not ready for it. He gonna send false opportunities to you when you think, oh, I got it. Nah. God said wait. But also God said continue to put the work in. And that's just where I'm at right now. I'm going to continue to put the work in, and I know everything going to happen how it's supposed to. But, yeah, I promise you, I ain't the only one that's going through this. I know it. It's a lot of chefs that probably wanted to quit. But, like I said, it's in my blood, it's in my DNA. I literally cannot quit. Because I do it too much. Even when I can get away from it, I can't get away from it. I'm always thinking, what new recipe could I come up with? People throwing me, like, I got friends and family that will send me videos, send me recipes. Hey, you should try this out. So as much as I want to get away from it, I can't. Because I've built not necessarily who I am, but a part of who I am off of that. People literally know me as chef. I rap, produce, chef. I don't really speak on that, and I put it out there, but people know me because they see me as the chef, family and all. So, yeah, man. You ever feel like quitting, man? Don't, because the day you quit could be the day. If you just took that extra step, you'd have kept going. You're doing right where you wanted to be. So right now, I'm keeping on, keeping faith. And, yeah, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Remember to like, subscribe, and share for your boy, man. Tell a friend, tell another friend. They gonna tell another friend. And also, get your copy of Cooking with Kang now. I don't know. Get your copy, man. You know, y'all see the recipes. Well, a good amount of recipes that I've made are in this book. I'm about to start working on the next one soon. But yeah, until then, go get you a copy of Cooking with Kang, man. Cook like the Kang, man. But y'all be easy, man. Peace.
I mean, you know the rules of the game.